Happy Saturday, my pretties. I hope you guys are well today. I am Adina. You guys are Beyond the Veil with Adina. So Candace Owens, like I said in my last reading, and like I predicted in my most recent P. Diddy reading, Candace Owens is the one who is speaking. Not only did she thoroughly review one of his lawsuits, she brought to attention that a Universal Music Group executive was implicated in being a part of one of or some of Diddy's parties. And we've all heard, if you're of age, we've all heard, we all almost know for sure about Diddy's infamous parties, his white parties, his any parties are legendary. However, I saw when I was on Instagram, I think it was either Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk, that most recently she also alluded to there being a connection in between P. Diddy and Michael Jackson's death. She mentioned that Michael Jackson's bodyguard was also responsible for covering up some alleged shooting that one of P. Diddy's sons was involved in. And so I want to read Candace Owens now to see, I've never read her before. I've never paid that much attention to her before. But P. Diddy is pissed at her. I saw that in my P. Diddy reading. If you guys remember me saying whoever this woman is, and I thought it was Tasha K, I said P. Diddy is going to be pissed at you for bringing this stuff to light, that he had been feeling successful in getting blew over with all the shenanigans about Usher being involved and Meek Mill being involved and him spazzing out online. The mainstream was interested in hearing about what celebrities was, involved, and P. Diddy is okay with that because that's just the low-hanging fruit. What Candace Owens is bringing out is the real stuff that none of them like to be brought to light, even though it's a public document. And to me, the masses still don't seem to care, but we should care about this. We should be listening and paying attention even more to what else is in there. I mean, if you're one of the people who, care about the wrongs and the weird things that go on behind the scenes in Hollywood. If you don't care, then, you don't care. But if you do care, then, we should be paying attention to these things, because these things do lead to bigger things, honey. So let's talk to Candace directly. Sorry, y'all, I knocked over my incense. I'm just trying to get it back right. All right. Candace Owens. Candace Owens. Candace Owens. Candace Owens. I do see her in my mind. I see her sitting behind a desk like she usually does when she is on air. She has on like a off-white, like a cream suit. I mean, I can see it's a suit from the top up because I can't, she's sitting at a desk, like a TV anchor desk, journalist desk or whatever. But that's how I see her in my mind. Candace Owens, talk to me about why you are invested in exposing the more important people implicated in P. Diddy's lawsuit. Talk to me about your angle for being bold enough to speak on this. I believe that her husband is white. There is a protection that Candace Owens leans on where she feels emboldened, not saying that she doesn't already feel emboldened, but Candace Owens knew she's very strategic. When she was mapping out her life, she already was emboldened. She knew that she wanted to be the one to say the things. She would and wanted to make a name for herself for being the black Barbara Walter, Wendy Williams-esque type journalist, but for mainstream. And she knew that if she married a white man, and not saying that she doesn't genuinely love and desire to date white men, but she knew that where she was going and what she was planning on doing, that in order to maneuver and get where she needed to get and be protected in this industry and in the business, and have doors open to her that wouldn't be open to her otherwise, she needed the complexion for protection on her arm. Very strategic, very smart. Candace, talk to me about your interest in exposing P. Diddy and the parties involved. Talk to me about your bigger angle, because for you, P. Diddy is little fish. Talk to me about your angle and how you are exposing P. Diddy's and the involved parties, what your goals and intentions are for yourself, for, you know, the outcome of this situation and overall outcome for yourself. Candace Owens is going after powerful men in the industry, all of them. Now, there is a powerful man that she is trying to sink her teeth into. I think she is trying to expose all of these men until she gets to the real power players. And she knows that with this P. Diddy story, she can get to them. I feel like that methinks she's still currently digging into things. She's found things that are interesting, that are not just relevant to music, but that she can tie into other things, a la Michael Jackson, but way other things. Candace Owens is like, this P. Diddy lawsuit is a gold mine. A treasure chest of devious, dirty men without all industries in Hollywood and beyond. Politics, entertainment, medicine, you name it. She's feeling like she's got her teeth on a bone that's a big bone. And P. Diddy just gave her this gift wrapped in a bow. Look, she feels like P. Diddy just gave her this gift. Like, yes, P. Diddy. Yes, P. Diddy. But this is in a challenging position. So there is some threat coming towards her due to her exposing not just P. Diddy, but P. Diddy's associates and affiliates, because they do run deep. Music, Hollywood, like acting, entertainment, politics, medicine, real estate, I feel. Just all of, he has dirty affiliates that are very powerful, whose names should be of interest to us if affiliated. This is the challenge. These men are not going to take Candace being a bone collector and carrier and exposer very lightly. So despite your white husband, Candace, you are stepping on the right and the wrong toes. You're on to something. And I'm pretty sure that by now you're aware of the challenges that come with exposing these men. It all started with Diddy. These men in hip hop, methinks though, something about Usher being implicated made her want to take a deeper look into those records. There was some male. Now this could be P. Diddy, but I see him as the King of Cups in reverse, because he's a Scorpio, and he usually shows up this way. Now, this could be looking at her as if all black men in the music industry, like he's just another black man. Maybe she doesn't see him as Diddy, the King of Cups. She just sees him as another, black guy in the entertainment in the entertainment industry. This is a male, probably a black male, that got her interested in the first place. I think this is Diddy. His situation made her take a look into his lawsuits and his public legal documents, and that's what brought her to these powerful men. In the near future, now, Candace, I don't know if this is you backing off of a story. I don't feel like that's your energy, though. This could possibly be one of the lesser men. Now, see, this could, I don't know. I'll come back to this. I'll clarify that Nine of Cups in reverse. Candace Owens, you know what? You don't seem that much threatened by what you're doing. Now, these men see you as a problem that they need to handle, but for some reason, you don't see them as a problem that you need to be worried about. And I think it's because some things you are willing to not speak on. Whoever you are speaking on, you feel like they can be exposed. They're not an issue to you. Whomever you're speaking about, they're not powerful enough for you to not expose them. However, you have come up on some things involving some of these men that you won't speak about. That's why you're not that worried. I don't know, Candace. This almost looks like you are going to no longer speak about this story. I don't know if someone's going to approach you. A gentleman is going to approach you either with money, and I don't know if that's your angle with these men. You almost legally extort them with your platform. And the easiest way to deal with you is to send you an offer for a bag, an opportunity that's bigger than this story, something else that will whet your taste buds to make you no longer speak about this. I see them either approaching you now or they're getting ready to. I think that you don't really want to get too deeply involved. You just want to be offered something to no longer talk about it. Death. Now, I don't say that Candace Owens is going to pass away literally. However, you will expose something. You will talk about something. This could be Michael Jackson. This could be Kim Porter. This could be someone else that you found while digging into Diddy's situation, that you will bring to light. And this will involve someone's death. Now, you already mentioned Michael Jackson, so you can continue to chip away at that. We'll see exactly what and whom in a second. Candace, I think that you do expose things, give us a little taste when the involved parties come knocking and proposition you to not talk. You state your price and then you move on to another story. The Emperor. Candace, for some reason, I do see you walking away. Once you get to the rock bottom of whatever you're looking, or what you perceive as the rock bottom, you're going to find a situation, you're going to find a people, an involved party, where you're going to either be threatened to walk away or you're going to feel the need. Okay, I'll talk about the others, but I found something that I won't talk about. King of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that you will not talk about. You have found a big fish involved in P. Diddy that you won't talk about, or you're being threatened to not talk about. And I do think that you want a coin from this person, or you will expose things that probably are public, but the general public, just things that you found in P. Diddy's documents. It's almost like you did do some digging and then you found what you were looking for and you realized this is big. I won't expose them, but I'll expose these people in hopes that they pay me. I would like to say that. Challenging you. Why is this information challenging you though? Because it's like you found it out and you're like, okay, I'm going to talk about this. And you started talking. So you haven't really gone as deep as the things that you actually have found out. And you found out some things about murder or conspiracy for murders. I know you mentioned that P. Diddy's son was involved in a shooting that was covered up. And you just briefly spoke about that. Now, we've never heard about that. The general public has not. For some reason, you hesitated before putting this out there because you knew that Diddy is dangerous and that the involved parties are dangerous and that they kill people. Like you said, they kill people to cover up things. So it crossed your mind. It did cross your mind. This is why this tea that you're spilling and the things that you know is challenging you now. You hesitated before exposing this stuff. Even though Diddy is just a black hip-hop guy, you know things about him and you know what he's been accused of, things that has not been exposed publicly, deaths that go way, way, way back that he never successfully was able to not be implicated in, but he was successful in not being majorly spoken about in relation to them. You know these things as you've been digging around Diddy since his legal woes started, and you found out a lot of things about him that made you second guess exactly what you want to expose because of who he's involved with and how much power he actually have and how dangerous he is. You underestimated him when you first started. You thought, oh yeah, I'm going to pounce on this black guy and destroy him. But no, 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 no. You found out that this goes way deeper. Knight of Cups in reverse. There's something that I think you planned on exposing that you may not. Candace, I don't know if your family is being threatened, your home or something like that, or if your husband I don't know if your husband wants you to see, you're planning on exposing something that someone got away with that they shouldn't have. This is a legal situation or something that you found out in Diddy's legal situation. I think this is Michael Jackson or some other celebrity that passed away. But this was a big celebrity. It's like you're hesitating for exposing it, and maybe you're not. Maybe you expose some things and then you retract if the involved parties pay you. It's like you have a choice. You can either pay me, or I'm going to continue exposing you if you ignore me. And they know that she has things that she hasn't exposed about involved parties. One more card for this Knight of Cups reverse. Now, this could be Diddy's son. This makes me think about the situation with one of Diddy's sons and Misa. Misa's son. She came out and threatened Diddy if he didn't clean that situation up or something like that. We may end up circling back to that situation and finding out a little bit more about what really happened in that situation. There was something that P. Diddy's son was involved in that we don't know that he was involved in, that Diddy took care of, possibly with a settlement, a small one. All right. Five of Cups reverse. Candace, for some reason, I think there is something that you were going to speak about that you are not going to speak about anymore, because I think they're going to pay you not to. Maybe your attorney is also going to advise you to take this money and be quiet, because this is dangerous if you expose this person. Somebody that you found while snooping around Diddy is too big for you to expose, or possibly even shake down. Now, they could possibly offer you a coin or an opportunity, a contract or something. It's like, how about we feed you stuff and you expose this? It's still juicy. It's still good. It'll keep you happy, and it'll keep you away from speaking about this. And I think it may work for all involved parties. There is something she's going to be allowed to talk about due to an offer being presented to her in order for her to not talk about something else. I want to see the Devil in reverse, because that's her hopes and fears. Yeah, there's something that she found that she actually does not want to expose, because the parties involved are a threat to her. She's afraid of them. They are very dangerous. And it's like she already has threats coming her way, but this threat is different. Her fear is that she goes too deep. She doesn't want to. She found something, but she doesn't actually want to get involved directly in what she found that she was actually looking for. Death card. This is something that this is about P. Diddy. Now, I don't know if she's going to continue to talk about P. Diddy, his bodyguard, or his son, and the bodyguard that was Michael Jackson's bodyguard, helping him cover it up. Remember in my Michael Jackson reading that I did, or the doctor reading that I did, the Hollywood doctor, I spoke about someone waiting outside the door for Michael Jackson's death to actually take place before, and I mentioned a security guard directly. I mentioned security. Go back and watch it. I think she will continue to expose information that nobody else really paid attention to when they searched P. Diddy's lawsuits, because they were so concerned about the other celebrities involved that they missed the connection to Michael Jackson's death. The doctor, the bodyguard, the bodyguard helping P. Diddy's son get out of whatever situation that he got in. Candace found a gold mine looking through P. Diddy's documents. She found things from a long time ago that she can revisit and then tie into current situations. And it is involving a death or multiple deaths, Michael Jackson, other people. She's going to continue chewing at that. However, there's something else. Now, it could be that Universal Music Group person. She could switch up and, there is someone she struck that she will retract from, and they'll make it worth her while. But she probably would have done it anyways because this person she fears. All right, you guys. Love you. Bye. Oh.